Today we bring you a story that is both inspiring and deeply concerning. A local hero, a man who risked his life to help fight bandits in northern Nigeria, now finds himself facing a legal challenge. This is someone who has worked closely with security forces, tracking bandit hideouts, helping to rescue kidnapped victims, recovering stolen cattle, and even intercepting dangerous weapons. Imagine the courage it takes to do all this, putting your own life on the line, knowing that at any moment danger could strike. He even refused bribes from bandits who tried to get him to let stolen cattle pass safely. Despite all his efforts to protect his community and support the authorities, he is reportedly serving a long prison sentence. This has sparked outrage among communities and youth organizations, who are calling for his immediate release and demanding that the authorities review his case. Now, let's take a moment to really understand what this means. When people like him, civilians who help fight crime, are punished instead of honored, it sends a dangerous message. It tells ordinary people that even if they risk their lives for their community, they may not be protected. This is why youth groups and civil society leaders are speaking up. They want the government to make sure that those who collaborate with security agencies are recognized and safeguarded, not criminalized. This case is also a reflection of the larger challenge of banditry in northern Nigeria. Communities continue to face kidnappings, cattle rustling, and violent raids. Many rely on local heroes, vigilante groups, and civilian collaborators to help protect them. And when someone like him is treated unfairly, it could discourage others from stepping up, leaving communities more vulnerable. I want you all to think about this. If the people who fight for our safety are punished, who will be willing to stand up? This is why this story is so important. It is about justice, fairness, and the recognition of courage. We must pay attention and we must speak up. Remember, if you are following this story and want to stay updated, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. I will continue breaking down what is happening, the reactions, and the possible outcomes for this local hero. This story is not just about one man, it is about all of us and how we value bravery and community protection. The outrage and calls for justice are growing and people are demanding answers. The question is, will the authorities listen? Will they correct this wrong and ensure that the system protects those who help fight crime instead of punishing them? If you can imagine, this man has recovered weapons, helped apprehend criminals, and prevented crimes that could have affected hundreds of people. And yet, he faces a heavy prison sentence. The conversation now is not only about him, but about the kind of society we want to live in. One that rewards courage and civic responsibility, or one that punishes those who take action to protect others. Once again, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think. Should he be released immediately? What does this say about how we treat local heroes? Your voice matters, and we need to keep this discussion alive. Now, as this story unfolds, communities and youth groups are speaking out loudly. The Arewa Youth Ambassadors and other community organizations are demanding justice. They say it is unacceptable for someone who risked everything to be punished. They want him freed immediately and are calling for a full review of his case. This is a critical moment because it shows the power of communities when they come together to support the brave. At the same time, civil society leaders are raising an important point. Nigeria needs stronger protections for civilians who help fight crime. We cannot continue to put ordinary people in harm's way and then turn against them. If the government fails to recognize these heroes, fewer people will step forward, leaving communities more vulnerable to bandit attacks. Think about it for a second. This man has intercepted stolen cattle, recovered dangerous weapons, and prevented attacks that could have affected hundreds of people. And now, he faces decades in prison. It's a shocking situation, and it makes you wonder, what message does this send to ordinary Nigerians who want to help their communities? This case also shines a light on the bigger challenge in northern Nigeria. Banditry is a daily threat. Kidnappings, cattle rustling, and violent raids affect families and villages constantly. people like this local hero are the first line of defense in many areas. They work with security forces, gather intelligence, and often act when official help cannot arrive in time. Without them, the situation could be far worse. I want you all to think, if heroes like him are punished, who will be willing to take risks? Who will step up to protect others when the law does not protect those who serve it courageously? This is why it is so important to follow this story and demand accountability. And don't forget, as we continue to follow this story, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Every update is important, and I will bring you the latest developments as they happen. Share this story with friends and family, because the more people know, the stronger the call for justice becomes. Communities are now watching closely. Leaders are asking tough questions. Why was a man who worked so hard to fight crime treated like a criminal? How can the government ensure that people who help protect the nation are supported and not punished? These are the questions everyone is asking, and they will shape the future of community collaboration and security efforts in Nigeria. Once again, think about what this means. The bravery of one man is being questioned by the system, but his story has already inspired many. People are talking, communities are rallying, and this conversation is just getting started. And remember, you are part of it too. Your voice matters. Comment below, tell us what you think, and let's make sure this story reaches the right people.